Greetings, YouTube friends. Today we're going to explore the upcoming total lunar eclipse, otherwise known as a blood moon, and the correlations to price patterns on the Bitcoin chart. Let's jump into some charts. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin price chart on the daily. And what I was talking about in the introduction, and that I would like to just remind everybody to go back and watch that first video if you haven't already, because it covers the patterns associated with the broader blood moon cycle. But this is what I mean by they cluster together. We see them come in either patterns of 2, 3, or occasionally 4. And then we see price patterns on the Bitcoin chart that are correlated specifically to each moon in that cycle. So today what we're going to do is zoom in and take a look at daily price action on the historical patterns correlated to the second blood moon in each cycle. So the most recent blood moon cycle before the one that we're in right now took place in 2021 and 2022. As you can see, the first blood moon came in just after the peak in 2021, and then we formed this monthly downtrend into the low in 2022. And if you zoom in to that second blood moon on the daily chart so that we can see what sort of daily price action we're looking for, you can see that we had a fast and furious 4-day move down with the low coming one day after the blood moon. And then we proceeded to go sideways for 12 days before making a complete recovery and then actually beginning the new monthly uptrend. But we resumed and made that full 26% move back up. So this was 26% down, 26% back up. And what I'm seeing across all of these second blood moon patterns is that we have these major swings of 26% minimum to 50% even sometimes. And so here's our second blood moon in the cycle before last, and this one again we saw this was an inversion, so we don't always see price move down into the blood moon. Sometimes it swings up. So in this case we saw price swing up 28% and then back down 30%. And you can notice again that the blood moon came within 2 days of the turning point for this big swing here. Now, let's go back to the cycle prior to that one. And in this cycle, there happened to be 4 blood moons. So we're just going to take a look at the second one in this case. And on the second one, once again, we were actually in a pretty major downtrend here. But if you just start from the daily pivot high before the blood moon, you can see that we dropped 38%. This one, again, had a fast and furious 4 days down, actually 5 days down in this case. Before finding a low. And this one, the low came in 3 days before the blood moon. And then we rallied back up 52% off of that low. So in this case, the downtrend did continue again, but not before we had a really nice daily bounce underway here. So again, what we're seeing is these major price swings into and out of the blood moon cycle. And so let's go ahead and scoot forward and see where we're at in the current cycle. All right, so here we are. So we are currently running at about 13.6% off of the peak before here. This actually aligned with heliocentric Mercury making an ingress to Aries, but we'll save that for another video. So we're 13% down off the high currently, and that would be the all-time high there. And the blood moon actually happens on September 7th of 2025. And so now we will be looking for a major turning point within a 3-day window, plus or minus 3 days of this blood moon here. So what would be the ideal setup? Well, here we see if we were to drop 26%, which is the historical percentage, that would put us in the $91,600 to $92,000 range. So that could be a really ideal setup if we were able to drop that low. I'm not sure that we will, but I'm just noting that all of the historical patterns have dropped between 26% and 50%. So we are approaching that time band with the 7th. Let's see, today is the 2nd and I'm recording this video. It'll probably get out tomorrow on the 3rd. So, by Thursday, the 4th, we're approaching that time band to be looking for a reversal. And since we're dropping into the blood moon, we will most likely be looking for a low to come in around the blood moon that should see a pretty nice rally back up out of it. So overall, that sums up the price patterns associated with the second blood moon in the cycle. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any updates. If you're interested in a personalized astrology reading, you could visit my website, margoamala.com. Also, you can check out my newsletter, the Astro Edge Report, and it has a growing Discord community with it, where I post regular weekly updates and higher time frame cycle forecasts as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.